Yeah, I've been sitting in front of the TV for a while. This guy, he mooched some supper off of me, but that's okay. He's been a good boy. Today was kind of like a lost day. You know, they say people that are blackout drunk, they lose a whole day and they don't know where they are and all that stuff. Now I can understand how those people must feel. I didn't have a fever, but I got up and just took my time getting up because I knew I was going to take it easy. And there was a message. Ash and Brian and I are on this messaging group apparently. If I need to tell them both something right away, I just go on that particular group thing. Apparently, so Spencer's little cloth bag that he brings to and from school with notes, paper, or Pete's clothing or whatever, um, didn't come in with him when he came in the house. And Brian said, well, Nan, I got him out of the car. I looked. I picked up his lunch bag, his zippered lunch bag, and I looked because I know he always carries that thing, brings papers home in it or something. I didn't see it. Now, Brian stopped by the grocery store on the way home, and he usually keeps like cloth bags or something in the back on the floor. And I looked, and all I saw was like one of those cloth grocery bags. I didn't see Spencer's bag. Maybe it was there and I just didn't see it. Or I thought, oh, I gotta get in the house. Or what, I don't know. So I wrote the message. Ashley said, or Brian said, I was probably on the truck floor, and he says I forgot to take my medicine too. And then I wrote, I'm sorry to be a Budinsky, but I thought that I looked for Spencer's bag when I was taking him out of the truck, and I didn't think that I saw it. Either it didn't come, or I missed it. I'm sorry. I said I'm going to take a couple days of self-quarantine. I don't want anyone continuing this sickness. I don't want it back again. I mean, this has got to stop. I mean, there's always something to clean and do here, always. And I'm glad I don't live in a 20-room mansion, because if I did, I'd be so overwhelmed. Trying to find stuff, sometimes you lose place of something. In a big house, and even 3-room house or area, sometimes I can misplace something. It's crazy. I know. But like I mentioned in another vlog, I'm glad that I have this situation. So I sat and I watched this Zelensky thing, and I felt really bad for him. I'm going to write him a letter that you can. So I'm going to write to President Zelensky and tell him I'm all for him, and that I wish him all the best, and how a lot of people feel about Trump and his stupid little bully gang. I'm pretty sure Mr. Zelensky is smart enough to realize that and to see through all the smoke and mirrors to the real reality of Trump. So, but I want him to know that I support him spiritually, if not any other way, Yeah. I fell asleep, came to, I don't know when, 1 o'clock, 1:30, I don't know. And what was on TV was Senate hearings or something. My God, how boring. They're talking about some issue or some thing to be signed or something or other, and just blah, 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 blah. Oh my God. Well, it's a cure for insomnia, that's for sure. If there was anything to be learned, I hope I learned it when I was asleep. And then I fell asleep again, and the next thing I know, I get up, my eyeballs look at the clock, and it says 2:10. No, 2:15 or something. And that's Ashley leaves about 2:30 to go get Spencer. And I thought, oh, good, I'll go to the bathroom and get a drink of water, and then I'll go out when she leaves and get the trash can. So that way we don't have to move cars in or out. I'll just bring them in through their empty spot in the garage. When I walked to the bathroom, and then I could hear more than just Ashley's voice, and I thought, what? And I looked at the cuckoo clock, and it said 4:30. I thought, no. And I peeked into the bedroom. I have clocks everywhere. It was 4:30. I looked at my phone. It was 4:43 or whatever it was. And I thought, oh, crap. How? So I popped outside and looked over the fence to the front. And the trash cans had been dealt with by the truck because they weren't in their normal spot. So I thought, okay. So I moved my car out just far enough to bring the trash cans through and then put my car back. And then I made spaghetti carbonara, but I don't have spaghetti. I have bucatini, which look like spaghetti. They're a little fatter around because they have a hole down the middle, like a long noodle straw. They're cool. So I made enough for 2 meals, put one in the fridge, and then I think it was yesterday or this morning, I don't know. I made a mess of pancakes, cut them up into pieces, put them in a container in the refrigerator, so for the next few days I can just reach in for a handful of pieces, put it on a plate, and warm it up. So that's what I did, and now I'm sitting here. I ate my supper. It's 10 after 7. Brian ought to be home in about half an hour because it takes him about a half an hour to get home, and he gets off at 7. I don't know. I'm just totally out of it. I feel like crying. I probably will. 1, because I'm not well yet. 2, because of all the shit that's going on in the world. 3, because of wah, you know? The drainage is like, picture, as you will, a medium colored wall. You take some whitewash, some white paint, but it's real thin. And you kind of go whoosh, 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 trying to paint the wall. And you go away and it sort of kind of dries and you can see big spots here and there of paint. Nothing, it's all half-assed. Well, that's the way this mucus crap's doing in my throat. Little here, little there, but just enough to know you have it in their throat and cough, trying to gather it together and spit it out. So I'll be doing a bunch of saltwater thing before I go to bed, I guess. And tomorrow's Saturday. I'm going to try to distance myself from the kiddos. I don't need to perpetuate this shit any longer. I'll probably go for a walk up to the mailbox. That's almost 2 blocks away. That's ridiculous. There's another one that's half a block, but we happen to be right at the end of the line of houses that get mail up the street. Well, I mean, I'm not totally disabled or anything, so I can hobble up there and back. If it's sunny at all, I should, hopefully it'll be sunny by the time the mail comes. It's supposed to rain, start raining tomorrow afternoon, and rain all Sunday, part of Monday, and maybe another day next week. So more rain, which is okay. Just makes doing stuff a little more difficult because it's drab and dreary and you don't feel like doing anything. But yeah, today apparently was some day where you don't buy from various stores. I'm trying to hurt them financially for a day so they can see how much they actually do rake in. I wasn't going anywhere anyway. My next visit will be to Trader Joe's for just a couple things. You know, the stuff that you use that you can't hold on to forever, like milk, eggs, butter. And I don't really, my milk I get at Walmart. Get a great big thing of half and half. It's the cheapest place so far that I've found. And it lasts a while if I don't drink it up right away. It's really bad when it goes bad. It smells sour and you pour it out and it goes bloop. Ew. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Oh my God, 10 minutes already? That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, I have trouble being concise. But at least this way it doesn't, when I go to upload it, if it's a certain length, it sends me to some weird thing in uploading shorts or something, and it's not the same as uploading something longer, where you can put the title in and description and all that. I don't know. There's got to be a better way. And I'm almost to the point where I don't give a shit anymore. I tried not watching anything, and I tried staying away from the media and everything today and yesterday, and it really drags me down, this bully Trump and his stupid gulag. And I think the people that, kind of like in Russia, they have in the Kremlin, they have the head guy, and then they have the inner circle, the people that the head guy is kind to because they kiss his ass and do favors for him and everything. There was a movie about it with Tom Hulce. It's called The Inner Circle. Kind of shows you how it works. And that's what these guys are doing. They're emulating all the Goonies that... I don't mean the Goonies movie, I mean goons that are hanging on to Trump and hanging around. They kiss his ass because they want favors. Oh, don't tax us. We haven't paid taxes for 20 years, and we don't want to pay taxes. People say we should, and we don't want to. And Trump will say, you don't have to. If quid pro quo, which means you do something for me, I do something for you. That's what that means, basically. It's Latin, I guess. So, anyone out there in another country, all Americans are not like Trump. We're not all cowboy hat wearing yeehaws or anything like that. Not all of us like country music. I hate country music. I don't like hip hop either. That seems to me like there's no brain involved. You just rhyme a lot. But that's just me. If you like hip hop, good for you. You learned a bunch of new rhymey words. I have not heard back from the Let's Make a Deal people yet. Brian has a return operation for his toe thing or foot or whatever on one of the days that they said that they're going to be filming. And Brian says, I can reschedule up to 24 hours ahead if I need to. And I said, I haven't heard from them yet. Not at all. And if they're the kind to tell you the day before, that's not cool. Because they don't know what happened. You know, you could have got sick. Something could have happened. Maybe you don't have transportation or whatever. You know, it's a cool thought, but I'm not going to go apeshit worrying about it. I don't know what the rest of the month's going to deal with. I want to save some money up. I have $150, period, to my name, period. So I'm not going to spend if I don't have to. I am not going to spend a thing. I don't have enough money to go up to Modesto for that concert. You think, well, by the time you're grown up, you'd have it all together? Doesn't work that way. Not always, anyway. If I want to go to see the German guy, that'll be a year and a half from now. I might be able to make enough money if I save up as much as I can between now and then. And no, I don't go to casinos because it's like throwing money out the window. My friend would say, well, it's only $20. Yeah, well, $20. I can do a lot of stuff with $20. Oh, boy. Anyway, did I check the time already? Oh, my God. Yes, I did. I'm so sorry. This is Friday night at 7:20. Signing off. Yo-ho. Who? Upward and onward.